Hi guys, hope you're having a great day. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm reviewing this junior police car driving experience from Wowcher. You may have already bought this, or are planning to. Unfortunately, I've got bad news. Okay, so this is the junior driving experience in a V8 Mustang police car. You may have seen this advertised, as it's been around for quite a while. The ads for this pop up on social media from time to time, especially around Christmas. So I bought one of these experiences for my son several months ago from Wowcher for £19, and we booked a date with PSR Experience, who operate the cars for this. So I've decided to make this review a joint review between Wowcher and PSR, and I will rate them both separately at the end of the video. We chose the Kerbera Sprint course, near Litchfield, as this was our nearest track, so let's see how he got on. After arriving, we had to register here, and my son was given a lanyard containing a USB stick. This is used to record photo and video footage that you can purchase later, at an additional cost. Also during the registration process, PSR tried to sell us various upgrades, and used scare tactics to persuade us to purchase insurance. At first, I wasn't going to bother with this, but I was told even if he hit a plastic cone, he would be responsible for the first £5,000 worth of damage. So as he has had no previous driving experience, and we witnessed one of the cars hitting a cone, whilst we were waiting in the queue, I caved in and forked out an additional £25 for insurance, and for peace of mind. Before taking to the track, all drivers have to attend a safety briefing. This involved waiting around with everyone else, trying to listen for your name to be called out, over all the noise. The briefing takes place in this makeshift area, set up between two containers. While waiting, we saw what we thought was the police car my son would be driving. Okay, so it didn't look like the one in the photo, and it was a bit battered, missing its rear bumper, and didn't appear to have police lights on the roof. But we assumed maybe they have more than one police car, and that the black one was at another one of their 14 circuits. After the briefing, there was further waiting around for my son to have his turn, and the time slot we booked had long passed. Then we heard his name, so while he made his way through the crowd to the front, we headed for a better view of the track to take some videos of our own, as there is a limited view of the track from this location. So we eagerly await for my son to make his appearance on the track in the Mustang police car that we booked through Wowcher. And this is what he got. If I'm not mistaken, that looks nothing like a police car. This is not what we paid for, other than it's a V8 Mustang, but it's definitely not a police car. After my son had done his laps of the track, I asked him what happened to the police car, but he was as confused as we were. And I could tell he was a little disappointed. To be fair to PSR, he did get one extra lap. But there was no explanation to my son when he was led out to the car, or to myself when we first arrived at check-in. As part of this driving experience, there was also an additional hot lap in an MX-5. And luckily for us, they did have an MX-5 on site. As at this point, I was half expecting it to have been replaced with a wheelbarrow. After my son's hot lap, there was just one more thing left to do: return the USB lanyard to the media tent, and select the photos and videos we would like to buy. However, there was more disappointing news. After checking the USB drive, the photos from the fast lap had failed. And the excuse for this was, the car went past too quick, and the camera went off after it had gone by. What? For fuck's sake, it's an MX-5, not a McLaren. However, at least the in-car video footage from the MX-5 had worked. But more bad news, the in-car video of my 13-year-old's first driving experience had also failed. So we've only got the footage we filmed ourselves. And judging by the argument that was brewing with the people at the side of us, who got no USB footage at all, this appears to happen often. So we purchased the 8 photographs that had worked, and 1 video of the lap in the MX-5, which was recorded in only 720p resolution, despite the USB drive having 7.5 gigabytes of space, and this set us back another £29. Plus refreshments costing £10 and 20 pence, making the grand total for the day £83 and 20 pence. So, later I contacted PSR to find out why my son did not receive the police car experience we had paid for. After an initial runaround to get to the correct department, I received this email.
I'm sorry that you were disappointed by us updating our fleet to newer and upgraded cars.
No, actually PSR, I'm disappointed that my son didn't get to drive a police car, which is what we paid for, a police car driving experience, not a red car driving experience.
We had updated our website as soon as the black police Mustang was decommissioned, and the new red Mustang was put into use. The white Mustang, which was at Kerbera, is a manual drift car, which is for passenger experiences only. We are unable to guarantee the videos, as recording footage at speed on a circuit does present challenges. This is why we don't pre-sell our media packages and allow guests to make an informed decision on the day on what package to buy, based on what has been captured.
So, there you have it, PSR no longer have the black police car. And the white police car is for passenger rides only, so you can't drive that either. And as for the photo and video media, well, it might work or it might not, so you can't rely on that either. So I suggest you take some video of your own, at least as a backup, in case you end up with nothing. So based on this, I can only give the V8 GT Mustang Police Car Junior driving experience 2 stars. And at the time of making this video, Wowcher are still selling this experience on their website, which is false advertising, so I don't recommend buying this. Okay, how do I rate PSR? Even though they were unable to provide the black Mustang police car, they have removed it from their website. So this problem was mainly caused by Wowcher. Maybe there's a communication problem between the two companies. Who knows? However, during the booking process, which in my case was arranged over the phone, PSR failed to mention they no longer had a police car that could be driven. Therefore, I did not get the opportunity to change my mind and get a refund from Wowcher. And even though the black Mustang, kitted out in police livery and lights, would have driven no different to the red one, but to a 13-year-old, details like this are important, especially as he had told all his friends he was going to drive a police car. And PSR didn't seem to understand this, and responded with a slightly sarcastic email. They could easily have offered to switch the MX-5 hot lap with one in the white police car, but they didn't. So I'm sorry PSR, but it feels like you're more concerned with your profit margins than pleasing your customers. Anyway, despite the poor customer service and uncaring attitude from PSR, I have still decided to give PSR 3 stars. Mostly due to the friendly attitude of the driving coach and other staff members at the track. So that's it. We've come to the end of this review. And if you've made it to the end, thanks for watching. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to my channel.